Hello, my name is Julia and this is Space Daily News channel. It's been a year since the launch of the European Space Agency's Rosalind Franklin rover was delayed, but the work of European ExoMars mission teams has not stopped. Mission engineers are now conducting new tests of the Earth's twin rover named Amalia, while the real rover is still being carefully stored in an ultra-clean room. The Rosalind Franklin rover has unique drilling capabilities and an onboard science laboratory unmatched by any other Martian mission currently under development. Last week, the twin Mars rover Amalia was tested on a Martian soil simulation at European Space Agency's laboratory in Italy. The testing included surface drilling and sample collection phases. The Amalia rover was able to drill a hole of about 1.7 meters deep into the Martian-like soil, which is about 5 times deeper than it has ever been able to penetrate under the surface of Mars. Previously, Mars has already drilled the surface using the NASA InSight spacecraft's instruments. It was supposed to be able to go up to 2 or 3 meters beneath the surface of Mars. However, the drills of the spacecraft stalled at a depth of only 35 centimeters. Attempts to penetrate deeper were unsuccessful, and because InSight could not move across the surface, it could not choose a more suitable place to drill. The Rosalind Franklin rover will have more options in choosing where to drill and collect soil samples. The test rover also collected simulated soil samples in tubes during the tests. The deep drilling test passed is the third phase of testing by the European rover, which is expected to collect 17 soil samples on Mars while drilling the planet's surface to a depth of 2 meters. The collected samples will be placed in an analytical laboratory aboard the rover for mineralogical and chemical studies aimed at finding organic compounds and biomarkers. Previously, it was assumed that the rover would be launched using a Russian launch vehicle and would land on Mars aboard a Russian landing platform. At the end of last year, European Space Agency announced that it would develop a landing module for the rover by itself. So now the agency is actively cooperating with international and industrial partners, rebuilding the ExoMars project to have time to launch the rover to Mars in 2028, which is as much as 6 years later than previously expected. As for the Russian part of the program, there is very little information about it. Last year, Dmitry Rogozin, the head of Roscosmos, said that the state corporation in a few years will be able to carry out a Martian mission on its own. Unfortunately, there is no more news on the Russian part of the ExoMars program. Space Daily News, like, share and subscribe.